so with 5 players.
Yeah, I've been hurling abuse with my brother for a couple of minutes because he's not coming on.
4
Let
players.
me down.
Is it? No, that's all right,
You
mate.
call him a lettuce. I'd call him a
No,
lettuce.
he's not. He's a disappointment to the family.
You've let yourself down.
Oh.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on the cow.
Put dishonor my cow.
What?
Without all jokes aside, people in India suspected of killing cows often get murdered.
Yeah.
For killing cows. They don't like it. Don't do it. If you're in India and you see a cow, leave it alone. That's the top tip.
Thanks, Mark.
Holy
Always there
animal.
for the top tip.
You're welcome. It's one of the ones to live your life by. If in India, leave the cows alone. Just leave them alone. Job's a good one.
Yeah, they're not allowed to interfere with them at all. So cows just do what they want.
It's
over
just
there
best
from what-
to avoid them. Yeah. Yeah, they're sacred. Leave them alone. They don't like it.
Sacred in my belly. Oh no, that's too much. Isn't it? That's if anyone in India is watching, I genuinely apologise. I didn't mean no disrespect.
It's
or
very
nothing.
unlikely. It's very unlikely.
We get views from Indonesia and India, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear the India-Pakistan
Indonesia,
thing's getting
say hello.
scary?
Or India, say hello. Say hello to us in the comments.
Hello, folks, if you're there. If there's any Indians watching, try not to have a nuclear war. It'd be great. It would be great.
Well, I don't think it's down to your common...
It's not down to the person who's watching us, to be fair.
Can you imagine if the president of
India
India...
the cows, they're doing what they want.
Well, Pakistan threatened, said if India invade Kashmir, come into Pakistani territory,
again.
they will use tactical nuclear weapons, which India has said, well, we'll use strategic nuclear weapons if you do that.
Wasn't that the 60s, the Kashmir War, or was it earlier than the 60s?
It was. I think it was the 60s, but the ceasefires never really ever happened. There's minor skirmishes on the border literally all the time, and the border is literally the place when they signed the ceasefire in the where the troops were, where the trenches were. Right, when they signed the ceasefire, that became the border. So yeah, it's tensions are high. Let's just say.
Isn't that where they do the dance off?
Yeah, they do. Have you
Get
seen
Simon
that,
Cowell
Dave?
over there?
No.
Do a bit of.
It's one of the bizarrest military rituals where you've got the Pakistani and the Indian soldiers at the guarding the border, and they do this exchange, the changing of the guard sort of ceremony thing, where they just get right in each other's faces and do really high kicks that just miss each other, and it's just and whatever the other one does, one's got to try and do higher or louder or more, and it's very strange. But yeah, it is also very entertaining if you get a chance to see it happening. It's like, wow, because the guys are good. You know what I mean?
That's when they kick up really high, go as they do it.
Yeah.
Just shake hands, share it. There you go.
Yeah. It's something to do with the river Indus, I believe. And the fact that it runs through there, and it's a major, it's a major supply of water for everyone. So, everybody wants it. I think is a very, very simplified version of what's going on.
I could sum it up in a word, Mark. Money.
What's that?
But money.
Honey.
Money.
Money. Somebody always makes some, don't they, when there's a war?
So,
right.
Shall we make some progress? Because we're straight into initiative order. But I don't. You weren't here last time, were you, Tom? No,
I wasn't.
Does someone want to give Tom a recap?
A very brief one would be: we've entered a dungeon with the purpose of trying to get more soul coin because we've currently got none. Oh no, we have. We've found one since we've been in there, I think. So we've currently got one. But the purpose is look around, see if we can get any soul coin. And right now, you're going to be super useful because there's 6 wraiths which are the most metrosexual things you will ever come across, that will hit you and then go into a wall, so you can't hit them back. And they will resist your damage as a general rule. Imagine you'll be all right, I think. You can do magique. But yeah, that is effectively what's going on with Lewis. It's all Lewis's fault as well, just so we can get that in.
No, it's not.
It's not. I think you'll find it was all Ace's fault.
Actually,
Oh, Harper causing trouble. There's a surprise.
That's perfectly true. Lewis, I'm so sorry. It's just such a new thing to do, but you didn't. You didn't. You're right. It was Jake.
You deserve a Wernstrom.
I thought you were being Lurch from. I've been watching a lot of Addams Family. It's on Amazon Prime, you know, the original Addams Family.
Yeah.
Yeah, 64 episodes. The main thing Lurch actually ever says is, that's what he mainly says.
We haven't had a long rest since the last time I played, have we?
No.
You can have a long rest, mate. What we'll do is
don't need anything. It's just
okay.
I'm fine with not having one. It's just so I don't know. I don't need to roll to change from the Cosmic Omen. That's all. So it's fine. I'm all good.
That's a random thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I roll it every long rest.
Roll it.
Roll for it.
Yeah, you'd have rested since. So while you're doing that, shall we play the mark game?
Oh, yep.
It's time for the mark game. I thought I'd sing it because I couldn't find the button quick enough.
Incoming soundbite. If only I knew how to do it, Lewis. Okay, what are we having
for the mark game?
Noted.
Thank you.
Noted, Dave. Noted. So I do need to change it.
Shall we go with today? Ostracized.
Ostracize, is that AU? Ostracize.
I've got no idea that you could put loads of words together and say that's ostracized, wasn't it? We're like, yes, it does.
It's O like ostrich.
Ostracize, gotcha.
I believe. You know. Yeah.
I would like beef, please.
Ooh. That's a double ooh, Sammy, because you've gone with one word and I like it. Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with illuminate, I think.
Illuminate. That I can spell. And 8.
I think Bertie would like a wine.
Bertie can have wine. Does that count as you having 2 words now?
It can do, yes.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's online today, but we're not having any mark game contestants on chat.
Oh, yeah. Just had to invigorate my gastropod den. It's all right now. I wouldn't get any gastropods in there otherwise.
We do have 6 people watching on YouTube, though, so if anyone wants to play the mark game, please shout up.
Mama.
Well, don't. Write it on there now, because Mark's back.
Yeah, point me towards it, tell me if anyone does right. So, what would you do? Have I forced your scrotum correctly?
Oh, not again.
Tom, Grismore just needs to roll initiative. So, the larger picture. Does anybody want to give Grismore the larger picture of why you're here? Because you're in the Tomb of the Crypt Riders.
I was here
Crypt of the
when we first
Hellriders.
got here.
Okay.
So I know what's going on. I just missed the middle section.
Yeah.
So I do roughly know what the score is.
Okay.
I've just got where Ace came in and started taking roses off crypts and going, oh, look.
As previously stated, a Harper brother causing trouble. What a surprise.
Could you imagine them pair on Strahd? It'd be over session 0.
Together, I think there might be trouble.
Roll your
Right,
characters.
I mean, they're both legends. They're both legends. Don't get me wrong, but they do have a chance for trouble.
Tell them to leave me alone, Dave. I don't like them. I don't like them at all.
25 feet takes Wraith number 4 within swatting range. Are you going to use your reaction?
Range.
It is your reaction,
I
isn't it?
certainly am. Yes.
I do believe you started your turn, though, Dave, in my Sickening Radiance.
Yes, Lewis. Nicely done. So roll your damage for Sickening Radiance, and we'll carry that through this round. And then tell me what I need to roll.
Make a Constitution save first, though, Dave.
Yeah. But first Wraith rolls. Ooh, 6.
It was a 30 hit, Dave.
It does, mate. 1 second, Mark. It does, mate. Yeah, you can roll your damage as well, Mark. Actually, thinking about it.
Yeah.
So that's
going to be half.
This poor. It's 10 points of radiant damage, but he also suffers 1 level of exhaustion.
Got it.
That's awesome.
That is gnarly.
Damage. So
That's,
so that's 1 level of exhaustion. I need to get exhaustion up for 2024.
it's only -1, isn't it? Is it or -2?
I know it's different, and I'm hoping that it will teach me to remember it if we use it. Exhaustion. There it is. Condition.
Ow. Turtle solid.
This condition is cumulative. Each time you receive it, you gain 1 exhaustion level. You die at the end of level. You die if your exhaustion level is 6. D20 tests affected. When you make a D20 test, your roll is reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level.
That's everything, then, isn't it? That's including initiative and everything. D20 test. Oh no, because you can't fail initiative, so it wouldn't be a test.
True.
So it'd
but
be everything except initiative.
It includes saving throws, attack rolls.
Yeah. That's
so
pants and smells
level 1 exhaustion is -2 for everything. Your speed is reduced by a number of feet equal to 5 times your exhaustion level. So it can't get any closer to you. It can't attack this turn.
Giggity.
Oh, I'm watching for it, you know.
Right, let me just make sure it hasn't got reach.
I think we should organise a demonstration in its favour and protest.
Because that looks awesome. This evil spectral spirit is trying to fight through this radiant energy and can't get to you as Mephiston takes his turn. You're concentrating on sickening fella, my lad.
Yeah.
Let me just double check. Yes, it is concentration.
And it's called, what's it called? Sickening
Radiance.
Sickening Radiance.
Can I please have a 20-foot sphere?
Okay, let me copy this one and change it to 20.
And this is a non-concentration spell, by the way. It's instantaneous.
Instantaneous, right? Remarkable.
Right, circle 20. There you go.
So my plan is really to try and get the other ones that are in here. I'm pretty sure that'll cover them all, won't it?
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm going to do briefly. I'm just going to rob your token. Does it go around corners, this effect?
Let me just double check.
Was I raging, Dave? Or was this like the first round of combat?
It just says it erupts from this point within range.
Oops. Yeah, so it doesn't go around corners. Okay, so what I can do, if I very briefly put Ace on top of there.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, you're going to get them all, but you're going to miss this lad.
That's fine. I'm not too bothered about that.
Okay, right.
Could
am I okay?
I please have?
I don't think so.
An intelligence saving throw, please.
Yeah. Hold on. I think I thought of a better way of doing that, and I'm ruining the map now. View, show as player. Let me just for my own benefit, because if I give that...
DC 17 as well, Dave, for this.
Sorry, dude, just give me 2 secs. I'm pretty sure I can do this. Yes, I can. Yeah. So where? Yeah. Okay, right. I know how to do that now. That's going to be handy for later. So you know what I'm going to do? Save that as. Sorry, I don't like doing this. I just ruining the flow. Ruining the flow, don't you know? Right.
I wasn't having.
So you'd like a what? Sorry.
Intelligence saving throw, please. DC
17.
saving
throw. Throw for saving it.
Right, shut up, Mark. Say again, sorry, Lewis.
DC 17.
Yeah. Intelligence saving throw.
Yes, please.
Okay, right, let's go. Right, first one. So, fail. Fail badly. Pass. So the top two pass. In fact, 3 of them pass.
Okay. So the ones that have failed are going to take 32 points of psychic damage.
Getting spiders.
And they have to subtract 1d6 from all its attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh.
Any constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. The ones that passed take half of that.
What is that? That's awesome.
That's a lot of damage. That's what that is, Mark.
It's a lot of damage, mate.
Right.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay, I'm going to have to back. It is a lot of damage. Let me backpedal because right. Okay, so they take 32 damage, and then what? Sorry.
1d6 from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as any Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. It can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of its turn, ending the effect. Otherwise, it lasts for a minute.
Okay, so if they passed, if they failed, they'd take the full damage and that effect. If they pass, they take half the damage and not that effect.
That's right, yeah.
Okay. Also, I do need to backtrack because, unfortunately, condition immunities for a wraith is exhaustion.
Oh.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move that one forwards, and I'm going to remove the exhaustion on it. But I'm going to sort Lewis's hamster. Hold up. I'm going to put exhaustion on these lads that failed, so I remember.
You leave them alone.
Exhaustion level 1. What are we taking then? 16? Yeah. Damage 16.
Hello, pussycat. What are you doing? Hello.
Beauty bottom.
16. Okay. Anything else from you, Lewis?
I'm going to just tactically stand here.
Okay. Would you do me a favour? Would you roll d6 now for those 2, and we'll apply it to both of them?
D6?
Yeah, because it's d6 to their attack rolls and then saving throws, you said, didn't you? Wow.
That's a good.
And they get that saving throw at the end of their turn.
Yes, but they'll also have to take their radiant damage as well at the start of their turn, so it kind of equals out.
So this one now, it didn't lose 5 feet of movement, so it can have an attack against Nusgrond, which it is going to do.
Yeah, bring it. Fatty is what I'm
19.
saying to it. Yes.
25 points of necrotic damage. So that has reduced your maximum hit points.
By 30, what was it?
25. These things are nasty.
Yeah, I love them. I like them a lot.
Because you are you keeping track of what your maximum is? Because I've still got it down as 137.
Yeah, I'm working out how to do it. I'm in the hit point management thing.
Okay, because you've been hit a few times by wraiths as well, haven't you? So we need to.
Yeah, but
Tom, it's Grismore's turn.
Okay, so
no.
as an action, I will use the Starry Wisp cantrip on wraith number 4.
Okay, go for it.
In fact, yeah, I haven't really got line of sight on any others anyway, so it'll be difficult to argue to attack them.
This was because I'm gonna address something that Mark did say to me. Mark, you mentioned would you have been raging? This is a setup, so I'm happy for you to have been raging. I'm happy for Grismore to have set up whatever you wanted to set up.
Cool.
You know, you already be in your form.
I've no idea how to. Oh no, hang on. Override maximum hit points. It needs to be. Oh, it needs to be minus.
Okay, Tom.
No, that doesn't work.
Okay. Well, when I click on my token, I can't see anything, and I presume that's because I don't have Dart View. Would that be correct?
It would be so. So let's say we'll give you. You can cast light, can't you? I'm sure.
No, can't. What I can do, however, Dave, is I can cast Dark Vision on myself. So that's what I'm going to do as my action.
Okay. Well, you'd have done that already, mate.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to see anything as we were walking around.
Yeah. There you go.
And I can just see Wraith 5, so I will leave Wraith 4 for Nuzgrond. So then my action instead is I will throw a Guardian Bolt at Wraith 5.
Okay. It is round a corner, so I'm going to apply cover for it.
I'm happy to move up.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And throw a Golden Bar for a dirty 20.
Check it, Mark. Guardian Bolt's hit.
Whoa! I was miles away. Putting in a...
Okay, what's your damage?
There we go.
15 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Yeah.
And then as my bonus action, I will drop into my starry form with the constellation of the Archer, and I will throw that luminous arrow at the same target. See if we can't finish him off. 27 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm happy enough for that.
Don't forget you get advantage then.
Oh, of course, yeah.
13 damage. I mean, just in case.
Yeah. Nope. But I did do maximum damage with that.
Tidy. Okay.
So I will take it.
Anything else?
Then I will. So I was there. So I've moved 10, but I will move back into the corner.
Seems reasonable.
I think I've got enough movement to do that.
Hey, Sammy's Ulchoston.
I think it's going to be a rinse and repeat from the last time.
Okay.
It is going to be. As a bonus action, I will give myself steady aim. Then with my short bow, I will go for wraith number 4, please.
Sure, wraith number 4, please. Not being at TK, man.
Oh.
If your hit point maximum gets reduced to 0 maximum, does that mean you can't be brought back as well?
I don't know. I'd have to look into that, quite possibly. Yeah. So, were you giving yourself advantage? Did you say something?
No, I didn't give myself advantage.
Okay. So 26 does hit. Not unless what were you using steady aim or anything?
Yeah, I was using steady aim.
Yeah, that gives you advantage.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm a twat, so I'll roll again.
Yeah, just roll once. Don't roll with advantage. There you go. So 26. No, 26. Yeah, it does hit your damage and your sneak attack.
Roll. 7 plus.
28.
21. 28.
Okay. Anything else from you? Well, no, you can't because it's bonus action. Then you can't move because of Okay, Mark, you're up.
Okay. First attack. Natural 20.
What?
There we go.
Gonna massacre this thing, Mark.
29. 14.
29. How would you like to kill that one?
I don't know. It's already a ghost, isn't it? I think it'd just probably make a horrible noise like maybe this, and then die.
Anything else?
Yeah. Can I see another one, or do I know where they are?
Can you see any with your token? I don't think you can you?
No, I'm gonna move. And hit raise
Don't
number 5.
do that. Don't do that.
I wouldn't, Mark.
No, okay. In which case, I'm gonna stand. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay. Right. Let's go. Wraith number 1. So this one makes a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, and please. 17's DC.
Yeah, 15. So fails, takes 10 before it's done anything. And then we'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So it's going to move into the wall, but it's going to finish its turn inside the wall. So it takes damage because of that. Right, this is going to take me a few minutes. Wraith number 2 is at the top. I'm going to move it first. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's not enough, so it's going to finish in the wall. It's going to take damage from ending its turn. And it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. In fact, I need to remember the Constitution saving throw first. So 10. Wraith number 3 is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. There. Constitution saving throw. 16. Close. Not enough. Close. But it's not enough. And D10. Oh, I can actually roll D10. 8. Right, 2 left. This one can get within range, so 30. Comes within range, and this one is going to attack Zorchar.
I'll swing at it when it comes into my
sphere of influence. Go for it.
Sphere of influence.
And take an additional D6 to that attack as well. I'll use a wheel.
Oh, is that for damage?
No, it's to hit. It's a D20
well,
test.
I'll have it anyway. Just yeah. How's a 30? Is that all right? Can we do business?
I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah, 30 hits. Roll your damage. This could be a short trip.
Go.
Come on, Mark.
Go on, Mark.
9.
Yes.
18. How does that die?
Yeah. Yeah.
Big
I think this one probably makes a noise a bit like this, and then dissipates.
It's the noise round. So that takes us to.
There's going to be no squirty some fluids for decapitating or anything, so I've got to think something else.
Hold up. Wraith. Right, this Wraith. Apparently I didn't roll. Hold up. Check those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so we're on this now. Show player. 5, 10, 15. See, that one can't make it. It's going to make a Constitution saving throw. They've all failed the saving throw, Lewis. It's going to take 17. That was a bad round for them. That takes us to Mephiston's turn, though. You can't see any of them.
Canny.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to go and demagnetize a magnetar. I shall return.
Yeah. Indeed. I think I'll potentially hang back with Grizz a little bit just for now, and I'll just ready an Eldritch Blast for the first one that I see.
Sure. So Grismore's turn.
Can I look over Nuzgon and kind of try and get a visual reference for how he's doing? Because Mark has left the table and I can't ask him.
It looks like he's on death saving throws from my perspective, mate. Let me go onto his character sheet.
I've especially done something wrong.
Yeah.
But
See if I can see. Where is it? I've got that many campaigns now. It's wonderful. There it is. Once again, that's grand. Yeah, he's still got death saving throws on his character sheet, so I don't know what to tell you. He would be looking. He would be looking ropey, but also
ropey and battered by wraiths.
Yeah, but you would also know that. Yeah, his hit point amount is being decreased. So every time he's hit, it's draining the life from him. So a healing spell will do nothing.
Yeah, I've got an idea for that. I'm going to step up 10 feet.
Yeah.
And I am going to cast with my 5th. Ooh, I don't know if I've got the diamond dust for it. That's a problem. I was going to cast Greater Restoration, but I don't think I've got the materials for it. Because I wasn't there for the shopping episode. That's a problem. So yeah, I'll have to do what Mephiston's doing and hold until I see something.
Yeah, might be worth saving that until. What I'll allow, Tom, is I'm not going to allow it during combat. But I shall allow it after. Mate, yeah, okay. So you're holding what's it? Do you know what hit points you're on, Mark?
Me, yeah. 54. That's my maximum as well.
Oh,
okay. I think. I don't know. Because I'd Tinker cast something on me last time to get rid of whatever that was when I got hit before. But I don't know what I was on before. I know it was 54, so I assume my maximum will be that as well.
Okay, Zorchar's turn.
Yeah, so...
Sorry, Tom. Yeah, you had finished, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll hold... Yeah, all I say is I'll hold a guardian bolt until I can see something.
Yeah.
To shoot it at.
I'm going to rinse and repeat again.
Yeah.
So, steady aim.
Oh.
Wait and hold the turn until something comes out.
This could be fun. Mark?
I'll hold my turn.
Yeah. So, Wraith number 1, if I can find him. There. Okay, so he isn't starting his turn inside the Radiant Bellend. So 5, 10, 15 takes him to there. So
I'm gonna hit him in the face.
One sec, because we'll do it in initiative order, actually. As he appears through the wall, Mephiston's going to get first stab at him.
Oh, I can't see Mephiston. Where's Mephiston?
I'm hiding.
Why can't I see you there?
Natural 20.
Do it.
17 points of damage.
It's good, but it's not enough. So it triggers Grismore.
Oh, no, he can't.
Would you not get the second beam?
No, he should. It's at the same time. At the same time, so he should get both.
But this was the argument with you don't get to attack.
We have this. Yeah, I can remember something vaguely along those lines.
Yeah.
We did all agree on it, didn't we? That when we do like a hold action reaction, it's a one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a one hamster deal.
Yeah.
No guinea pig.
Can I not use Guiding Bolt? Can I use Starry Wisp instead, Dave? Or do I have to commit to what I said?
I
have to commit to what I said. Is what I'm getting. That's fine.
You did, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't fault. It is a question
I
I
was just
would
trying
be
to
asking as a player, Tom, so I can't fault you.
It's 21 hit, mate.
21 hits, it does hit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't not kill a
13 points of radiant.
How would you like to kill it?
Yeah.
I think the
advantage.
the radiant energy just pierces the whiff and it just disappears in a puff of smoke.
Okay, tidy.
Did he not make a comedy noise?
Yeah,
it shouts
quiet.
So this wraith's turn appears here, which triggers Sammy's or Zorchar's held action with advantage. Go on, Sammy. 27.
Yes.
Your damage is.
Oh, we want to see.
7 plus 7 plus 22, 29.
How would you like to kill it?
Sorry.
I think the arrow just goes straight through the neck and it just disintegrates. And for sound effect, it's going to go meh.
I've heard more threatening. Right, that's what. Yeah, I'll get you. So this wraith number 2.
As it dies, it gives itself testicular torsion.
I should imagine that's an entirely different noise.
Sorry,
so
I thought
this...
you'd appreciate it.
Very good. So this one's going to come into. It's going to trigger Nuzgron's attack.
Yeah, he's getting it really hard. Hopefully. Oh, minimum damage 7. Which won't be enough.
Yeah.
Oh, scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've not been doing the whole resistance thing either. Oh God. Right. So
Right,
that one is going to continue forwards and attack Nuzgron.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a natural 20.
Yep.
This could be really big.
This will be fun. I think I'm perma. If it's 54 or more, Dave, I'm perma-dead.
27 points of damage. And it moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It cannot get 25, 30. It cannot get. And you have used your reaction, so it's going to back off and looks as if it's about to enter the wall, but can't on its turn. Wraith number 3 is going to go 5, 10, 15 and attack Nuzgrond.
Go for it.
17?
Yep.
Okay. That's a good roll. 27.
Yep, dead forever. Never mind. Maximum hit points is 0.
Hold up. Okay, right. So what's going to happen now then is Nuzgrond is you see from looking healthy, ready to fight, all of the moisture from Nuzgrond is drained from him as his veins stick out. He becomes sallow, emaciated, pale, clammy, withered, looks old as he just seizes and collapses to the floor. That wraith is now going to move 5, 10 into the wall. That takes us to Mephiston.
I'm going to chip off then, guys, because I'll need time to mourn and think of a new character. So take care. Have lots.
Mark, hang fire, mate.
What?
Hang fire. Mephiston's turn.
I mean, is there anything we can do for him?
No, not to my knowledge.
I might have something, but we would need to gain some items.
So I'm assuming like a bog standard cure wounds to stabilise, and that's going to do nap all.
That might at least get him to 0. I don't know. Might get him out of permadeath.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to try anyway. To expend my 1 use of cure wounds at the first level.
Oh.
For 21 points of healing.
Whoa,
maximum. That's maximum heal. So here's my question mark, because I didn't know if Tom had got Revivify or what was occurring in terms of players. But are you sure that all of your 137 hit points of maximum has been reduced?
No. Is the honest answer. I just took it from that last hit, so I think it's probably, I don't know, it's probably even more than that.
What, as in you are dead?
Well, I'm pretty sure. I mean, what? Sorry, what? How much damage is that? I was on 54.
Yeah, but
does anyone know what I started? I don't know where I started at.
I think you started at 154, but sorry, 54. So your maximum hit points. This is where we should have been more accurate with your maximum hit points. You've got 137 maximum hit points. Not all of the damage during this dungeon has been done by wraiths. You had some from mummies, didn't you? Do they reduce maximum hit points as well?
Yeah.
Yes, and you are cursed.
Hit points that Jake gave you.
Yeah, you should have still had 8 temporary hit points.
Yeah, they're long gone.
And what did Tinker do for you?
He cast something that got rid of the curse from the mummy.
Did it remove the okay.
I don't know now.
Target can't regain hit points if its hit point maximum doesn't. Right, yeah. So he removed curse, didn't he? He cast remove curse.
Yeah, he did. I definitely didn't have that anymore.
So your maximum hit points, if you didn't have that curse, your maximum hit points would have been a lot more.
Has he been rolling a DC for when his hit points have been going down?
No, not
you don't get one
versus
if it hits you.
wraiths. You do against.
Not even life drain, isn't it? I thought it was a DC 14.
No,
well,
life drain.
What was I on? I don't even know what I was on before.
Right, hold up. I can do this because I mean, we've got to keep it honest, but we've got to run it by the numbers, haven't we? So, content. Let me look through last sessions. This is the other joy of recording the sessions, even if no one does watch them.
Yeah.
So, 137 is your maximum hit points. You started this session with 71 hit points.
Right. So I've taken over that.
Yeah, you have. But here's... I mean, that's the issue. Here's the stumbling block: is if you started with 71, and each of the damage from this encounter, you've not healed yourself before the
you
fight,
can't,
did you?
Can you? No.
Well, before the fight,
70-something.
71. You didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't restore any before the fight started. Okay.
How can I do that?
Well,
I had 8
places of
temporary hit
healing,
points as well.
You had 8 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
So in theory, you'd got 79.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think I'd got any minuses to my total hit points anymore, because I thought the other damage was mummies, and he removed it.
No, I've got it. Yeah, so that's been removed. Yeah. I'm trying to reason this through. I think you're alive and you're still up. And let me briefly explain this and run it through you. So you did have maximum reduction from the mummies, but you had remove curse cast on you. So your maximum hit points was restored to 132, whatever it is.
Oh.
Yeah. So if your maximum hit points was 132, regardless of what you've not taken 132 points of damage, even though your new maximum has been reduced every time you've been hit. So you're up and on 21 hit points, and what we'll say is that is
my maximum.
Yeah. Does that?
Right.
So we're not cheating.
Yeah, it's better than
we're
being
not cheating.
Dead.
No, well, all I'm saying is I
am going to be dead next go, but never mind.
Yeah.
Half an hour for one turn. Let's see if I can put it. I can make it count.
Well, it's Mephiston's turn. Oh, no, it isn't, because you've just cast Cure. You've just saved Nuzgron.
Yeah, he did.
Any bonuses, Lewis?
I'm going to just cast Hexblade's Curse on the one that I can see on Wraith 2. It's a bonus action.
Yeah. I'm looking at Tom for a second opinion on a rules lawyery. I know you're going to land on the on the.
No.
Sounds legit, doesn't it?
That sounds legit to me. It sounds like he had his full maximum hit point score restored, even though he's still damaged. But I'd have known that potentially you'd have been healed, but I didn't know that, so it is what it is. You've taken the damage that's taken you below, so you've not dropped unconscious, but you've still got enough hit points that you've not died because you've hit 0. That sounds that tracks to me 100%. So
okay, right, let's carry on. Zorchor's turn. Come on, Sammy.
Rinse and
good.
Yeah, go for
it. Guiding Bolt on Wraith 2.
Oh, sorry, we've skipped it. Sorry, Sammy, we've missed Tom's.
No, you're good.
A 17 to hit.
17 hits. That's
three
hits.
guiding bolts. 3 hits.
12.
For 12 points of radiant.
Okay. Anything else?
And then bonus action, I will throw another luminous arrow, which I'll do at advantage because of guiding bolt. Roll. There we go.
Well, it was close, Mark. It was close, Mark. Yes.
And
12
points damage.
It's not enough. Anything else?
Then I'm going to move forwards to there.
Yeah, well done.
With the to cover this round.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're doing.
Nice.
Well played. Zorchor's turn. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my question.
I think I know what your question is, mate.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rinse and repeat.
Okay. "24 hits. "31.
31.
How does it die?
The arrow just shoots it straight into the middle of the back, and as it's trying to go into the wall, it's kind of into the wall.
Nice. So that's the one with Hexblade's curse on. Dead. Lewis, takes us to Nuzgron's turn. You can't see the Wraith at the minute, Nuzgron. You are prone as well.
Right, okay. I'll use half my movement to get up.
Yeah.
Draw my spear and shield instead of attack. I'm not going to attack. So it's going to draw my spear and shield instead. Then I'm going to use bonus action. Where's it gone? This is it. We got Adrenaline Rush, which means I gain 4 temporary hit points, and I get to dash. Just 1, 2. Hang on.
Okay.
Didn't let me know how far that was. How far was that, Dave?
40.
So I need to. No, that's it. So how much is dash? How far can you go with the dash?
Same as your movement.
Same as you. Oh yeah. So in total, I would have had 40 and plus 20, 40, 50. So I can get pretty far away. I'll get to here, and I'll throw my. Can I see Wraith 3 now?
No. Sorry, that was his turn. Because shield and spear are 2 things as well, so you can only really have 1.
Okay, it'll be shield.
Okay. Right, so Wraith 3 is going to appear.
Is that for a full action? And I didn't get to draw both.
You can't draw 2 things, Mark. You can only draw 1, can't you?
I don't know. No, don't worry. Yeah, I'll use shield.
Yeah. Okay. So Wraith 3 steps forward now and attacks Nuzgron. Grismore. 11.
Miss.
And then will attempt to go back into the wall.
Rude.
Isn't it? Mephiston's turn.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hold Eldritch Blast, I think, Dave. When
Yeah.
he sneaks out the wall.
I think I know what's coming here. Yeah. Grismore.
Chris is going to move back.
Yeah.
And he's going to prepare a guiding bolt.
Yeah. Zorchop.
No. Oh, God, it doesn't tell me. 50, 20.
It's like a firing squad, isn't it?
It is, a little bit. And then,
and I'm going to hold my action to shoot a bow.
Cool.
Shoot
Mark.
an arrow.
What, me again?
Yeah.
Well, I'll just draw the spear. That's all I'll be able to do.
Not gonna. Okay, is that it? Nothing else?
I can't do. Is there anything else I can do? That's my action, isn't it? To draw the spear.
No. No, you can draw 1 thing for free.
I used my action last turn to draw 1 thing. Anyway, never mind. I can't see any of them, can I? So I'll just hold the spear ready to throw it if it appears.
So it does appear. That's going to be Mephiston first. Twenty hits.
14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Keeps coming. 5, 10. So Grismore's triggered.
Yeah, natural 1, 10, miss.
Ooh. Okay, Zorchar.
18.
18 hits. You really needed that guiding bolt to hit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
So 5, 10, 15,
and Nuzgron
20,
with a spear.
25, and then Nuzgron with a spear. Go on, Mark.
Here we go. What the fuck is it?
Rates are horrible. 27. And your damage is...
Come on, Mark. Finish it.
Come on, Mark.
Big numbers. Come on.
7. But it is... I am a master with the spear, so I do have the... sap. That creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of my next turn.
Okay. 7 damage. How would you like to kill it?
Oh, that'll just be to sort of pin its phantom head to the back of the wall, and it's probably going to go as it fades away.
Okay. What I would like each of you to do is to roll a percentage dice, please.
What we're doing? Sorry, I'm up and downstairs.
That's all
D100.
right, do. Percentage, yeah, D100 percentage dice.
006.
Everybody.
Yes, please.
35.
19.
Okay. And while you're at it, then Mark and Sammy, would you roll another one as well?
Best rolls of the game.
Wow.
25.
Okay. So as that's incredible. So you've 50% of what you've rolled is over 75%. So 3 of these wraiths, as they've died, you can see that their souls congeal, condense, and then form into this sort of metallic coin as 3 soul coins fall to the floor.
Nice.
Wicked. That's exactly what we came for. It might all be worth it now.
I decided last session that each one had got, after the first one, because I was enticing you with the first one, I gave you the soul coin for free, and I decided it was going to be a 75% chance for a soul coin to drop from each of them. You've just got 3.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll get my spear back. But in fact, no, I'm going to keep my spear. Yeah, I'm going to keep the spear. I can't get hit again by anything. Not very well.
So, Dave, where do we stand on diamond dust?
Yeah, you can fashion some together or something that's close enough on this occasion.
I have an elemental gem that's a yellow diamond.
Yeah, okay.
I'm willing to
that
trade that in fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm willing to. I think that's fair trade. That is.
Yeah.
So I will then go over to Nuzgron and I'll cast Greater Restoration, which will remove any levels. Let me find it. I can magically remove one of the following effects: 1 exhaustion level, the charmed or petrified condition, a curse, any reduction to one of the target's ability scores, or any reduction to the target's hit point maximum. So I assume you want the hit point max restoring.
That'd be lovely. And my current hit points, what's that? 21. Current hit points is 20.
And then I will cast a 4th level Cure Wounds on you as well.
Oh,
I'm just wondering, is it worth us potentially trying to take like a short rest in that chamber that we sanctified last session?
Potentially, obviously, we're going to investigate this other secret room as well. So it's up to if you want to do it before or after.
Short rests are particularly beneficial when you've got a warlock in the party because they get all their spell slots back, which is fucking awesome.
I'm just wondering if it'll save like one of your spell slots, Tom. That's my only thinking for the sake of a short rest.
It'll certainly help. So let him take the 4th level. So I've got most of my spell slots. All my guiding bolts so far have been free. So I'm only a level 2 and a level 4 down. So I'm happy to spend that obviously I've lost my
Tom,
fifth, the
that's,
Great Restoration, and then bear in mind as well, I've got Battle Medic, so I can, as an action, let people roll hit dice and add my modifier. So it's worth him holding on to a few just in case we need it.
Yeah, defo. Well, I'm up to 60 now, or 64 with the temporary, so that's a lot better than 21.
Let's. Well, I'm going to be completely honest. Are you likely to want to try and farm any more soul coins?
Yeah.
We now have
You are?
6.
We have
You've got
6, do we now?
6?
Yep, so Ace had 2 when he walked through the door. We got 1 in the last game. And
You've got
given
6?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to get any more?
The question being is are we going to get any more chances to get any more?
Yeah, it's going to be wraiths all the way down, isn't it?
Probably.
Were we not doing something else here? Were we not here to?
Yes.
We were. Yes, we were.
Well,
Weren't
definitely.
we were going to try and find
These ghosts that are floating around that aren't bothered by us or bothering us. Mephiston has found that their part of the curse is in another secret room that's tying them to either the plane, the crypt, or the pact. And he is under the impression that there is another set of names somewhere, so their names have been written on parchment in blood.
right.
So he's under the impression that there's another set of these somewhere that we need to destroy.
Okay.
Right.
Which we know where the secret room is because we found it at the last game, which is why we needed to remove the wraith so we could get to the room.
But we also need to get my spell slots back because I can do a bit of damage with them if I have them.
So we may as well do a short rest.
See what happens. Yeah.
Have I got any hit dice?
Lots
All right, let's see. I've not used any hit dice. Wicked.
Jungle is massive.
Okay, so if we're taking a long rest, I'll lose my starry form at that point, which is fine. So it'll last for 10 minutes, I think.
We're taking a long rest or a short rest?
Short rest.
But I'm pretty sure my starry form only lasts 10 minutes, but it could change as I've leveled up. But it did originally.
I'll be up to 120. I'll do another one.
Is my temporary hit dice meant to come away now?
No,
Or is that
that's after long rest.
Yeah. Long rest.
Yeah, but it should do it automatically after a long rest. If D&D Beyond.
Okay.
So you're successful in your long rest. You'll all be pleased to hear. The ghosts start looking more agitated, and there is a whisper. In the room that you're camped in, the ghosts aren't bothering you, but you're able to go through your ritual of licking your wounds and all the rest of it. But the ghosts are now sort of flapping around, becoming a little bit more animated, moving faster, becoming slightly more corporeal as you finish your short rest.
They're going to come at us, aren't they, like buzzards?
Or may I suggest that we find the secret room quickly?
Absolutely. Sounds like a really good idea.
Alrighty then.
Okay. So I'm just going to grab
secret room.
I'm just going to grab your token, Luke, because I've already opened this secret room for you here, which is the one that you were trying to get into. Sorry, Sammy.
Yeah.
speaking over you again. But this is another room that has it's mist shrouded at the bottom, just for Tom as well. So as you step into this room, there's a thick mist on the floor, freezing cold. But as you part the mist, there's hundreds of pieces of paper with names written on in blood. That last time you managed to use holy water to get rid of all of the names. Yeah. What would you like to do in here?
Is there anything like between me and Grizz that we could do to try and sanctify this room, Tom?
Not with the spells I have prepared. I've got protection from good and evil, but that's not going to help us in this situation. On a long rest, there is potential that I might have something on the Druid spell list, but I'd have to have a look. It's certainly possible because I can change my spells on a long rest. It'd be something like Dave, can I roll an Arcana check to see what spell I'd need?
Sure.
Because I don't know.
Yeah, it would be Arcana.
Can I, before he rolls, can I also ask, would he know if fire would do the same thing? Or whether it needed to be something of
I just need to get an onion bargee sandwich. I will not be very long at all.
That's a lot of carbohydrates.
I don't know if that's actually real or if that was his random words.
Yeah,
if that's the mark game.
Would be quite nice, then.
I think it's the mark game. Okay, Sammy, roll an intelligence check for me. Just intelligence. Yes. Oh no, he was actually after an onion bargee sandwich. Look at that. Hello. It's not a sandwich with an onion bargee in it, is it? What have you got?
It's tandoori chicken and onion bargee with yogurt dressing.
I've tried that one Tesco and I wasn't a fan. I'll be honest.
Oh, killed it.
But what I do like is the chicken doner wraps. They are very, very nice.
Wicked. Yeah, they are nice. Mate. They are.
So between the two of you, you figure out that fire would do this. It's a piece of paper. Fire would get rid of all of it, burn them all.
Okay.
If that's what you want to do.
And remove curse, whatever.
Lewis, roll an Arcana check for me, please. Let's have Mephiston.
I rolled a 10 for 17.
Yeah.
Chris was back on his Druid herbs. Yeah.
10. You, as you're talking through it amongst the three of you, you're not entirely sure. You're split in the middle. It's a 50-50. Yes, the fire would burn the pieces of paper. You try a little bit. There's a slight experiment. Grismore manifests some fire, singes the corner. It does burn, but it's a 50-50 whether it would actually remove the curse as well.
I was going to say, like, if we're going to try a 50-50 amongst hundreds and hundreds of pieces of paper, can we find a Joe spin? Because we know we burnt his name and we know who he is, and ask him to come over.
Wasn't that other one called Phil McCracken?
Yeah, he stood next to Mike. Mike Hunt. Any more? Anyone else got any?
That's Warlocks.
Nice.
Simply because we had a Joe spin.
Yeah.
That we know, and he
so
came up.
As you call Joe over and produce flame and destroys you manage to shift his curse. His spiritual form stays there, but you know that you've sorted it.
Ignore it, it's fine, Dave. That's from me, but it's just confirmation that what we said was right.
Right.
Okay. Zach's been through and worked out.
Tidy.
In that case, then, just to make it more kind of official, if we know that flame works, can I use Sacred Flame then to burn it all?
Even better. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. 100%. And Zorchar firebolting everything. Yeah. So it'd take you a few minutes between the two to get this started. I suppose you could pile them up. It wouldn't take too long at all. So that's
going, I'm a warlock.
So that's the curse lifted, but the spirits are still wandering around. You've still got places to explore in here.
Yes. So we go to somewhere.
Yeah, that's exactly where you need to be. So if I'm going to take your token, Sammy, Zorchos token.
Let's put round corner to Tesco Express.
Oh.
Put you in this room here. This room, you can see.
This guy's a scary room.
4 memorial steels stand in this hall, each engraved with hundreds of names. A legend etched at the top of each steel reads, in common, "Here lies the fallen. May their souls echo here until the end of time." Adorning the wall across from the steel is a carved relief showing a solemn, blindfolded angel on the back of a mammoth with feathered wings. The mammoth is reared upon its hind legs, and the angel holds her sword high. All around them are the broken bodies of fallen knights and devils.
Mammoth.
Yeah.
Mammoth.
Lulu is a fucking mammoth.
We haven't got Lulu with us, have we?
No, you left her at with the vehicles.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, so we'll just take a photo of it and we'll send it to her on Snapchat and see if she remembers.
You're just sneaky pulls out his iPhone.
It's the Snapchat episode.
What's up? There we go.
So yeah, can I see any other plaques or any other distinguishing features on these sarcophagi or anything that might mention officer names or anything like that?
They all seem to be here. All of the names that you've already destroyed are here. So Mr. Swallock's name is here. Mr. Hunt's name is here. So it's almost as if the pieces of paper were the curse, but these are now their actual tombs. These are the names, and these are the names for all of them.
Didn't we need to strike the names from it to allow them to...
Yes, we did. That's well remembered. Have we got a crowbar party?
What are they made out of, Dave? Steel?
No, they're steels. It's stone, so it's steels as in STELES. So it's some like a memorial steel, so you can chip it off quite easily.
Ooh.
I'm not going to faff about. Yeah, go for it.
Can I use a Repling Earth and just shatter it?
Yeah, absolutely. So as Grismore leans forwards, I'd like to think that's enough. We need to release these souls, and you sort of press your hand against it. You get a little jolt of what feels like necromantic energy. You're quite versed in necromantic energy now, but it dissipates quickly. And you soon come to the conclusion that if you'd have tried this without destroying the pieces of paper first, you would be in trouble. However, as luck would have it, you've done it the right way around. And all of these spirits now, they just form a line coming through the door. And one at a time, these knights and these soldiers just bow to you all as their form dissipates and passes into the void as they
salute them as they go by.
Pass beyond. Yeah, nice one. As this is happening, I would like to think that Zorchar has sort of a passing interest in all of this, but then it becomes curious, and you spot, as you're wandering around, a secret door in this corner. Hello.
So yeah, any obvious signs of traps or
you can have an investigation check.
Wow.
Yeah, I found a crack
25.
on the backside of Gris.
25.
Wait, what's this lump?
Yeah. Get it
It's a
checked.
brown lump.
Yeah, your GP opening times. There's no obvious traps. This, if anything, it's more ornate than the others. The actual mechanism of itself is quite simplistic, though. Push in, slide to the side, but in its very nature, because it's so simple and elegant. 25. There's no traps on this.
So yeah, but I'll open it and stick my head in.
Cool. So the other side, let me just pop that for you. So you can see a stack of 8 leather-bound journals, and they're resting atop a large writing table. There's a cramped space, however.
Books.
I, without opening the journals, can I see if there's any writing on the outside?
Yeah, they are. They are journals, as I've said, and they all have the name Alanthius on the front.
Is there anything else in this room that piques any interest? Get any coin, anything?
You can
like
have
coin, diamonds.
You can, as you have a shufty round. There's nothing
Armor.
obvious leaping out to you. You can have an investigation check, but by this point, the rest of you have heard this door sliding, so you can see that Zorchar's gone into this room and figured out what's going on. So Zorchar has a check around.
25.
25, Sammy. So
we get some armor for Lotus. Some diamond dust.
I'm quite happy for you
on the table
to find a. I'm quite happy for you to find some diamond dust worth 100 gold pieces if you.
At least on Gris.
Yeah.
I will write very carefully and put it in his pack, and I'll.
Yeah, I will pick up the journals. Does anything happen as I attempt to pick up the stack of 8 books?
No.
What they written in?
Say again, sir.
What the journal's written in?
Common.
Okay.
I'll walk out the room and be like,
you
can read.
Raise yourself. Yes. Pulls out his glasses, you know.
I'll hand these journals. Did I even say that right? I don't think I said that right at all. So potentially he can. It might say in here how to release him.
Potentially, though, not. This might not be the place for that. As much as Grizz is like itching to open these diaries, perhaps this isn't the place to be sitting and reading.
I think we take them back to the tower, because I wonder if somebody else might be interested in the contents, with it being a book as well.
Yeah.
Is it where when we go back to the vehicles, grabbing Lulu and just bringing her back in just so she can look at this statue?
That depends, because do we feel like this is do we feel like there's still danger here? Because if there's still raids here, then we probably don't really want to be coming back.
Is there anything funny and quirky that I can do?
Your little pussycat. Turn into an aardvark.
No.
Oh.
Everybody got any paper? You say it's a statue or a motif?
What? Sorry, mate. What?
Of the mammoth with the angel on it.
Yeah, got you. No, it's it was a carved relief. Are you going to take a rubbing?
Yes.
Oh, I
give it a good old rub.
Yeah, sure. You can manage that. That's not a bad idea. So as you're sort of cogitating this, as Mephiston finishes, I'd like to think you've got like 10 sheets of A4 paper and you're taking like charcoal rubbings, but you manage to capture almost all of the form. There's a boom that goes throughout the whole entire crypt as the ground shakes slightly, and then you shit yourself, and then some dust falls from the ceiling. What do you want to do?
Might I suggest it is time to leave?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I reckon we get GTFO. Let's do it.
Let me just see if I've got. That'll have to do. Right. So as you start to gather your belongings and you start to peg it out, what I'm going to do is grab your tokens, put you in a form. You run down the corridor into this room. All of the spirits have now moved on. You can see entering the crypt is a very ornately armoured figure, dressed in the armour of a Hellrider, but
Get the fuck out, run the other way.
His armour is disfigured and blackened, and as you crest the corner, grabbing your possessions and his journals, clearly Alanthius turns his red eyes towards you, points a finger and says, "Halt," and then starts moving towards you rather rapidly. What do you want to do?
Is he drawing his weapon, or is he just moving towards us?
He's looking threatening.
I'm not threatening him. I'm not going to threaten him.
I say we run the other way and run all the way around.
The thing is, he's not an idiot. If we start running, he's just going to stand by the door and wait for us.
Depends how angry he is.
I don't think this is a fight we can avoid.
This is a fight he will crush us.
Yeah, do you know he can kill us? He could just ask us to die, and we will. Which is, yeah. What did the other ghost tell us about the Death Knight? There was something about him.
That basically he still felt that there was good in his heart, and that he
he's not so
didn't want to serve. Yeah.
But he turned to say, "Stop, Anakin. This isn't like you."
I'll give him a salute and say, "How may we serve?" and then take a knee. See if he falls for it.
Okay. So that's deception then, Mark, by the sounds of it. If he falls for it, is deception.
Yeah, it's not a very good chance, but you know. Natural 20.
So, as you drop to your knee, Alanthius now stops, looks around, and then he will walk slowly. He'll sheath his sword and then he'll walk slowly towards you, and he will continue to converse, and he will say, "State your business in the tomb of my brethren."
We wish to help to try to free the souls. Perhaps in here we've succeeded to a large extent, but can we do this? Is there anything we can do that will make your afterlife more pleasant?
This is intriguing. Why are you here?
Initially, just to try and come to get some soul coins, but we came across the Hellriders, and the spirits, and we told them we'd do what we can. They told us of you, so we sought you out, which is a bit of a lie, Dave. I know that's not true. We were trying to avoid him like the plague, but he doesn't know that.
So
Mephiston will kind of pipe up and say, "We're here to save Elturel," and he'll kind of like say that standing up, quite broad-chested and a bit out of character.
Okay. So he'll say to Nosgrand, "Rise, orc," and then he'll turn. Yeah, he'll turn back to Mephiston and say, "You're here to save Elturel. You're here to save the city. Interesting. And you've released the souls of my followers."
Yes, because it's the right thing to do.
He'll say, "I am bound to Zariel. I cannot go against her wishes. But as she has not ordered me to act against you, I am at liberty to thank you for releasing my followers. But I doubt very much there is anything you can do for me."
I'll lift up my head and go, "Do you still wish to be bound to Zariel?"
That is not a question that I would readily answer. Zariel is lord of this realm. She is my mistress. And while you are here, she is yours.
Ooh. Ribbed for her pleasure.
Yay!
Are we going to disclose to the fact that we've got his journals? I think we should.
No, we should.
I think we should. I think we should say we've found these journals in a hope to try and find out if we can try and release you alongside your men.
Go for it if you think it'll. But then, if he kicks off, you just put them down and we leave.
Yeah, I was suggesting he's not happy about it, but yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not the face of this party, so Chris will stay in the background and be quiet.
If I found them, then so I'll say we have found your journals, and we hope to find an answer so you may be free with your men, if you will allow us to look. I need my brain to work. My brain doesn't want to work.
Yeah. Everything's good so far.
Oh. My brain. Somebody. Anybody.
As above.
Finish your statement, somebody.
Yeah, well, we've found your journals in a hope to try and help free your soul as well as your men's. Obviously, if you don't want us to take them, or you know which one would provide us with some information, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Yes.
Okay. Roll persuasion then.
And if nothing else, so Chris will speak up, and if nothing else, I swear to you that if I survive this layer of hell, I will turn them to Candlelight Keep, where they will be interred forever.
Can I use my heroic inspiration with that, Dave?
Absolutely.
Ow.
You roll it with advantage, don't you?
Well, lets you re-roll, doesn't it?
It lets you re-roll. So roll it first. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, 20. Middle.
It's not bad. Dirty, but
Are you sticking
still
with
a
the dirty 20?
Okay, I've committed saying I'm going to use it. I'll just re-roll it. But if I re-roll it, does that mean I can pick either one or the second one? I don't know how heroic inspiration works.
I think it's you have to pick the second.
A 15 on a 15's pretty good, better than average.
Yeah.
I'll stick with that one. I'll stick with that one. Then I'll stick with the 20.
Sounds sensible.
Let's clarify it.
I mean, I should have given you a wheel because it's the D20 check, so I could have given you a wheel on that as well. It's a bit late now. Now you've rolled it. I think it's not on above board. That isn't. So
Mark sat there playing his bongos.
Must use the new roll. Yeah. So with the 20. You get the sense he sort of starts growing. You see this sort of angry glow about him, as you mentioned, the fact that you've got his journals. Dirty 20 with everything that you've said, including Grismore, sending them to Candlekeep. He will settle. So the anger vanishes, but he will say, leave them here. They are mine. Leave them and leave. Now.
Okay, sounds... yes, sir, we shall leave forthwith. Put them down. I'll say to Mephiston, and we'll give it legs.
yeah.
I won't put them down. I will go and put them back in his room.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Nice touch. He will follow you to make sure that you're doing this. And he will stay in his room.
He'll stay in his room.
He
Can't even wait till we've left. Oh.
Thank you, Mark.
Just an image for you, if it wasn't there before.
So, next plan.
GTFO.
Right.
Say again, Tom. Sorry.
Oh God!
GTFO.
Yeah.
Leave the hamster.
Sure. You know, as we are like kind of walking out the door and we leave him like and kind of like walking around the corner, I think Mephiston will turn back to him and go, everybody does have a choice. And then it will walk and leave peacefully.
Sod off. That's
okay.
Oh, you sod off.
But he doesn't say it like
an ass.
He's not intimidating him or anything or being sarky.
Yeah.
He says it in almost kind of like we've made the choice to not fight and leave. You know, we put the books back and we've made the choice to put them back in the spot. That kind of implication.
Yeah. Well, because he is going to respond to that. He will say, I'm making the choice not to kill you.
Yeah, he could just ask us to die. That's
the best I can do for you. I cannot go against my mistress's wishes. And if she tells me that you are my enemy, then you will all die. I have no choice. I am bound.
No.
I hope we don't meet again.
I'll leave them. I think we just leave them.
Yeah,
it is. I mean,
you would be well aware of bound. I mean, this is something you've entered a pact that you can never get out of, and you can be snuffed out by. Yeah, this is a. He's repentant, but there's nothing he can do about it. It's a sad, sorry tale. You also, it occurs to you that you've potentially lost the opportunity to redeem him as well. The information you potentially needed was his secret private information. And because of him being bound, he's asked you not to look into it.
Oh, that's what separates us, isn't it? We have morals.
Morals, isn't it?
So as you exit,
what was the choice?
As you exit the crypt, you can see outside. Go on, yeah, you do your moral dilemmas.
Yeah, what I was going to say is, what was the other choice? We weren't going to beat him in a fight. I don't think if every player was here that we could beat him in a fight.
Yep.
So what was what?
Yeah,
It was one
yeah.
of them
It
where
was
if we hadn't
time.
said
It
that
was
we had
time
his
for.
journals.
He
Yeah,
didn't know as we
maybe.
were leaving. That was. I suppose it was worth not getting killed by a death knight.
But if
We
we'd
have
have
got
taken
some
him with a
things from
chaser,
this. We've got some more soul coins, haven't we?
Yeah,
We've got
6 soul coins.
Got a rubbing of that motif. We can go back to the tower and say, we have read the souls in the crypt and things, so he knows that we're not douchebags and stuff.
Absolute mont. Yeah, that's the plan.
I think we have achieved quite a bit.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. I'm going to jump up
And
into
we've
the
not
driver's
died.
seat at Big Lad. Have we got?
Yeah, we've not died.
I nearly did. A little bit.
it's all right, mate. I'm a druid. Druids have reincarnate. Come back as an halfling.
Lord.
Fine.
Oh, there was I just reminded there was an adventure book I had years ago. I couldn't find it anywhere, but it was all dungeon crawl. It's called Grey Oak Adventures. It went from first dungeon was level 1, and the last one was level 20, I think. You blatantly wouldn't get enough XP. I know I can't find it anywhere, but one of the levels. Oh God, my brain, honestly. What we were just talking about, what inspired me to start
Halfling.
Halfling
resurrected halfling druid.
You meet a part one of the levels of the dungeon. You meet a party that had all been killed except the druid, who'd bear in mind it was first edition. So reincarnate, and one of them was a squirrel, one was a badger. They weren't very happy about it.
I remember that. Didn't they release that in Dragon Magazine as well, or have I made that up?
That might well have been one of they did have comic strips, didn't they? And it's, I mean, it used to be so pointless. Yeah, you come back as a squirrel. Yeah, I'd rather be dead. I don't want to be a fucking squirrel.
So anyway, let's take you outside. As you get outside, you can see there's a large chariot. If you can imagine your own Death Knight chariot being pulled by 2 bulls made of steel, with green smoke coming out of their nostrils. It's clearly Alantheus's mount. So the question now is, that's shit on the cart. The question now is, what we're going to do next? Where we're going to go?
Do we go back to the tower then?
We need to get to the Bleeding Citadel, but we don't know how to get there. Or did we get the? Did we get the way? Oh, it's getting late. My sleepy beds are kicking.
So we got a letter of introduction to Bell. So obviously going to talk to Bell is
that was probably a good idea.
Because that might be where we get access to the Bleeding Citadel.
Wasn't the issue that we didn't have enough soul coins, didn't we? Because we were running out of juice.
Yeah, we had like 2 soul coins. Which is why we took the detour, but we're all right for a little bit now, aren't we?
The other thing we need to consider is and by we I mean Curas, get made a pact with Zariel to kill either Ulagu or Baphomet.
Yeah, the Titan's going to help us, isn't he? With that, but I don't think we're hard enough yet. They're like mighty demon princes.
Probably best to do it before we go and attempt to steal Zariel's sword, though.
Yeah, we can certainly do.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
We probably don't want to piss her off too much If you take a sword, they'll be like, "Oh, by the way, it's
Yeah.
Baphomet's."
Yeah.
Oh wait, wrong one.
Yeah, we might end up in trouble for that because she might kill us anyway.
Yeah. She's a bit nasty. There's no need. None.
Is there anything else we can do at the Tower of
Sorry.
Is there anything that you can recall, Sammy? Because you seem to remember these things. Because he's the one that sent us down here, isn't he? He's the one that said head down here, and pretty sure there was another reason. For the life of me, I can't remember what it was.
Pointed stick. So it's going to be a toss-up between. So do we go to see Belle, or do we think we're tough enough to fight the Demon Prince?
It's going to
We
see.
go get the. Yeah, sorry, Lewis.
Well, we could always go to the Tower of because it's pretty much on the way. To Boxforge.
And use it like a bit of a pit stop as well, because he just let us like sit in his dungeon, doesn't he?
Yeah.
If he's willing to let us to sit and obviously take a long rest again. Oh, sorry, buddy.
He might even be interested with what happened as well. I'm pretty sure he's a guy that might like stories.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously, he's just been.
He's a master mage.
Planes in the world.
Well, this is the thing. If we go there and say we've freed all the souls of the Hellriders out of the crypt, he might turn around and go,
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it could end up being he could have work for us because obviously he was hiring. Forgive my wording, saying Ugloff.
Ugloff, very good.
Dave.
Ugloff.
Ugloff. The mercenaries. So he was hiring them, so like the insectoids, to obviously protect him at the tower. But he was clearly when we were there, he told 4 of them that. No, he said that he only needed 4 of them, and they all just started killing each other. So
yeah, that's it. We could go back. We could stand from a distance again and wave at him and go, "Oh yeah," and see if he lets us back in again.
Morning.
We'll give you a big
this
area
errand now for you, means what we've just done.
Can we do you a favour?
So yeah, we could potentially have work. Be a good ally to have.
That's true. He's very sort of archmagey, which is usually good to not have as an opponent and possibly have on side. You know what I mean? I don't know what I mean.
Potentially an escape route if we should need it. Somebody that we can teleport to. As when the means arises.
Also, maybe just in case something does go wrong, someone that we can buy. Where's he gone?
Pasties.
Boop. Yeah, some pasties, some rare pasties worth 1,000 gold pieces. Might be able to wangle just in case somebody does slip this mortal coil, so to speak.
Yeah, it always does.
Potentially do work for.
Yeah, will work for
trade
stuff, things. Jeff,
I say we go up to the Tower of on the way back, and then we could always go to Bell's Forge. Where's Oh, we didn't know the location of the lords, do we? Baphomet and
no.
What's his fate? We don't know that yet.
No,
he might have information where they are. Might always be worth a good idea to stop off and make a decision. Then.
Yeah, if he's not going to try and kill us, which he's not going to try and kill us. He didn't try and kill us last time. But
No, he just hung us up in the dungeon, and we had a bit of a short rest in his dungeon.
He
Didn't we?
did. Yeah. Little bastard.
So the Tower
And then
of
when he mentioned soul coins, and he was like, "What do you want soul coins for?" He got a bit shirty.
I want an egg and sandwich. I've got no money.
So to the Tower of
Yeah.
You get to the Tower of
Yeah.
so it's still there, but there's a lack of fiends around it. It seems deserted. As you shout up, Mordenkainen would appear on top of the balcony that he appeared on before and look down on you. And sort of squint and say, you still have business? What can I do for you? I'm very busy.
We'll just tell him then. We've freed the trapped souls in the crypt of the Hellriders.
And we're wondering if we can have a kip.
Well, we could always say if we need some information on whereabouts of a couple of demon princes. Are they demon princes?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Do we know?
Demon princes, not devil princes. Yeah, demon princes.
Yeah.
Just wondered if you could help us.
No, I make it a habit of having nothing to do with demon lords, demon princes as much as humanly possible. But I do know that if you head towards El Turel, pretty sure that you'll find them fighting the blood war there. I would advise you to keep your distance.
Around where we're heading. Yeah, I'll be a bit trousers.
Unfortunately, we will
what are you
find
doing?
that
Because he says he's busy. Can we actually ask him what he's doing? What are you doing here?
Make a persuasion check.
and D6 to that before you roll it.
Hey, can I have a bun?
Oh, no, click perception then. And a D what? D4?
D6.
Yeah, yeah.
16 anyway.
Come on, you 6.
17.
17. 17. He'll say 17. So he'll say, there's plenty to study in. This is hell.
It's true.
There's lots to study. I'll bid you good
Have you
day.
tried a mushroom chicken?
Extra chicken for
As
me.
he's trying to excuse
I can't even say it now.
himself, he'll say, "Yeah, it's
Have you tried
fucking
eating a big old
disgusting."
chicken? I'll say it.
Maybe you should have tried Steve's lava chicken. It's lots better.
No. That sounds hurty. A little batty sort of on its
That's as tasty as hell.
Good old bunch.
It's sizzling.
But he does. He seems to be in a bit of a rush and a bit of a mood. I mean, you can carry on trying to talk to him if you wish. That's we'll add rolls to that.
What
I was going to say, do we want?
He likes research, doesn't he? What have we got that he might like the look of? Would he be interested in seeing a picture of this rubbing?
We're just going to throw shit.
That's the child in me.
Yeah. You're not just going to give him a dick pic, are you?
I wonder if he might be interested in Chris's...
Wrong character.
Yeah. I'll tell you what we'll do. What we'll do is.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I know what we'll do to finish the session out then. So, because you've just reminded me, you've got the rubbing. As you're discussing this with Mordenkainen, and he's having none of it, and he goes back inside. As you mention the rubbing, you suddenly remember that Lulu's now with you. And Lulu, after she sees this, Lulu starts to remember. Okay. Lewis, roll d6 for me, please.
Having flashbacks like that cat of the Vietnam War. 4.
4. So, in fact, you can roll another one as well. So she will say that she does remember. Memories are coming back now that she's seen this picture. 3. Okay, now I'm going to cheat that one. She will say she remembers wandering Avernus for a while, and then she hid in a place called the Wandering Emporium. This you know. She will also tell you that the picture is her, and she used to be able to shape change into a golden mammoth, and in that form she was Zariel's war mount, and together they rode through Avernus.
Wow.
And she she will also tell you that the Zariel that Lulu knew is gone. She has been replaced by the devil with a halo of fire and vengeance. Zariel said to her, "This is who I am." When demons die, they cry out my name in terror. Those were Zariel's last words to me.
Want to ride the elephant?
I want to ride the elephant.
Lulu will say that as memories are coming back to her, she will be of more use, and maybe at some point she will be able to remember how to assume that form. But she's pretty sure that it won't be until the business, however it goes with Zariel, has been concluded.
Yeah. So, she's a little flying elephant.
Do you know, while she's remembering these things and everything, do you think she'd let me cast detect thoughts on her and see if I can notice anything while she's trying to recall, and see if I spot anything in the thoughts of her remembering this?
That's very interesting. So yeah, she would. So there's I'm not even going to ask for a roll. You're her friend, so she would agree to it. Yeah. Well. What? Yeah. No, I'm gonna. No, let's add a roll to it then, Lewis. So, I mean, the obvious one would be Arcana.
Okay. Oh, what? 7?
Yeah.
What I wanted it to work.
I know. To be honest with you, I'm quite relieved because I was setting the DC very high anyway, and you'd have struggled. I mean, it would have virtually been a natural 20. That was a natural 20 roll, and you'd sort of been able to cheat a little bit because it's a wonderful suggestion as always, but there's a blockage when you try and detect it, and it's because the memories have been sapped. Yeah, with a 7, I'm not going to give you anything at all. I'm afraid you're not able to break through.
If only I could re-roll my dice.
Are you doing it?
May as well for shits and giggles, shall I?
Weep.
Oh, come on then. Why not? Let's end the session on a bang.
I don't need the gun.
12. It literally rolled over from a 20.
Oh, D&D Beyond.
Oh, yeah.
It hit the corner. It would have been 25.
Did anyone guess this film?
Right, let's get rid of
I
that
don't need the girl, John. I don't need the gun. What's that from?
Commando.
It is Commando, yeah. It's Bennett's final.
And it's knife, not gun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, no, because he wants him to kill. He wants him to use the knife because you want to look into my eyes when you twist it. That's what Arnie says.
What do you want to do for next session?
Quickly moving on.
Hellsforge.
Hellsforge.
Yeah.
Where are we on the map? Let's have a look.
So we're like kind of central.
Yeah.
Off to the
Bell's
left.
End. Yeah.
Spells Forge is there. Where's El Terrell?
Well, this is, if you remember the nature of
It's
this,
above
is
us, isn't it?
when Sammy was sort of saying the Tower of Worms on the way to Bell's Forge. That's not how Avernus works. Avernus, it's an extra planar realm. There's no rhyme or reason. This isn't exactly as it is. So you would be able to find El Terrell if you want it. It's not on the map particularly. It's not a linear thing. I know. It's one of those difficult things to kind of explain and even compute, really. But
I can tell you what we can do. Let's
Venison sausage.
have a look. So next to Avernus is for a long time.
Haven't we got one for ages?
How many of us are there? If there's a lot of us, let's go and kill one of the dudes and get the item. If there's not many of us, let's get to Bell's Forge.
God, we haven't got any for the rest of this month, have we? I'll try and sneak one in somewhere.
Multi.
I mean, we could always get to Bell's Forge anyway, couldn't we? It's always nice to go and visit new places.
Do you want to
tickle the right?
Yeah, Bell's Forge. Bell's Forge.
Yeah,
let's take you to Bell's Forge.
Why not?
So Bell's Forge. I'll give you the introduction, and then we'll pick it up as you arrive next time. So the cartographer, the map types. Yeah, go on.
How many soul coins will we use?
Let's have 2 charges from you, please, Sammy. Thank you for asking. In fact, no, because Ace turning up and giving you 2 soul coins, I've forgotten all about that. That's a little bit cheaty, so I'm going to have 2 soul coins from you.
Oh,
How rude!
How?
Well, I was trying to limit it so it'd become like a resource that you were going to have to. Because I thought you genuinely picked up. You were lucky to pick up 4 from the dungeon. So
I wasn't even there. Not there.
But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to ask for the saving throws for the effects of Avernus. You're high enough level to be able to get rid of that with greater restoration and everything. So the cartographer pipes up as the map speaks to you, and it says, "An ousted Archduke sulking in a volcano, eager to reclaim his stolen throne." I like the cartographer. And you see, as you're approaching, a gargantuan volcano dominates the horizon. Clouds of fire and ash spew from its caldera, and the air trembles with an angry grumble. A vast, multi-layered fortress has been hewn into the volcano's rocky slopes. You know this to be Bell's End Forge. Thank you, Lewis. You know, I could see how chuffed you were.
I was. Oh my god!
Now that you can write text, that's brilliant.
It's like that time when my underpants blew up. That was rubbish. I didn't enjoy that at all.
Which
I'll move it out of the way so it's easier to delete.
No, you just copied it. Okay, thank you, Lewis. So that's where we'll leave the session, and we'll pick it up at Bell's Forge next.